What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Ray's Ukulele, where today we're going to be learning to play You've Got a Friend in Me. As always, first we'll go over the chords, then we'll go over the strum pattern, and after that we'll do the sing-along/play-along. I'd also like to give a special shout out to my son Ray, who's going to be featuring in this video. So I'll be straight with you, this is a song that has a lot of chords, but I've listened to a lot of different versions, and this is based off my favorite cover that I've heard on the ukulele for this song, and I think that these are sort of the easiest chords that you can play for this song, like the transitions are easiest. And I'm going to link to that video down below if you want to check out the original cover that this is based off of. So let's jump into it. So the first chord is F, which is going to start with the second fret of the first string and the first fret of the third string. Next you have A, which is just the second fret of the first string and the first fret of the second string. Then after that you've got D minor, which is going to be the second fret of the first two strings and then the first fret of the third string. D flat 7, you're going to bar, so that means you're just going to take your finger and press down on all of the strings for this first fret, and then so you bar the first fret and then the second fret of the last string. That's D flat 7. After that we have C, which you probably already know, but that's just going to be your third fret on the last string. And we have B flat, which is going to be your third fret of the first string, second fret of the next string, and then the first fret of the bottom two strings. We've got E7, which will be your first fret of the first string, your second fret of the second string, and the second fret of the fourth string. We're halfway there. I'm just going to pause for a moment to say I know it sounds like a lot of chords, but I promise once we actually start playing it, it's not that bad. And if you struggle with this song, just try playing it once a day for a week, and I promise you're going to get it figured out. So then we have F7. The easiest way to think of this is you play an F, right, which is going to be the second fret of the first string and the first fret of the third string. But then you're going to add on with your ring finger and your pinky finger the third fret on the second string and the fourth string. So going from F to F7 is actually pretty easy, and that's what you're going to be doing in this song. Ooh, Legos. Function. Quite. Okay. So now let's hop into the rest of the chords. So we've got, you okay? So we've got A7, which is just the first fret of the second string. Then we have D7, where you're going to bar the second fret and then place one finger on the third fret of the last string. That's D7. We have G7, which is sort of like G, except for that middle string is going to drop down. So it'll be the second fret of the second string, the first fret of the third string, and the second fret of the last string. That's G7. And then E, there are a couple ways to play E, but for this song, the way we're going to play E is with the second fret of the last string, and then it's going to be the fourth fret of the first three strings. So I have fairly large hands, so, well, compared to an ukulele, and so I like to use just one finger to get those first three, but if you have smaller hands, you might find it easier to use three fingers to get the fourth fret of those first three strings. Then we've got G minor, which is just like a G, except slightly, except not quite a G. So G minor, you're going to do the second fret of the second string, the third fret of the third string, and the first fret of the fourth string. And lastly, we have A minor, which is just going to be the second fret of the first string. Whew, that's it for the chords. Okay, and I almost forgot that when I'm playing the first verse, that first C, instead of playing just a normal C, I play a C augmented, and so that's the first fret of the first string and then a normal C. You can play it like that if you want, or you can just play a normal C. It's up to you. All right, so now let's try the strum pattern. The strum pattern for the verse is down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Let's try that again. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And it just repeats that way for the entire verse. And then the bridge, the strum pattern changes up a little bit, just like the chords do. And it goes to down, down, up, down, up. So down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up. And then you can just do strums, right? To end the bridge. And there's also another part where well, honestly, you can get away with strums quite a bit in this song if you want. And what's nice about this song is that you can also shake things up by throwing in some chucks. So let's talk about the intro. We've got the verse, we've got the bridge, and if you don't got it, please rewind and look again, but I'm sure you're gonna get it. And then the intro is actually one of the trickier parts. So the intro is gonna go like this. So what am I doing? I'm going down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up, down, up. So let's try playing through that together. So down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, chuck, up, down, chuck, up, down, up. And that's it. You've got the verse, the bridge, the intro. You've got the whole song. And throughout, you can sort of mix things up if you want to throw in some chucks, if you want to play something different. If you're finding it difficult and you just want to do down strums, go for it. And like I mentioned, if you're having a hard time with this song, because it is one of the more complex songs for a beginner, just play through it once a day, and then it's going to get into your mind when you sleep, and you're going to understand it, and then you're going to nail it. And with that, let's jump into the sing-along/play along. But first, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing to the channel. As always, I'll also have the song sheet linked down below. I'm going to make that available for everyone for a week, and then after that, it'll be available for patrons only. If you want to support the channel, you can become a patron on Patreon, and so please consider doing that. Please subscribe, please hit that like button, comment if you enjoy this video, and let's do the sing-along/play along. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Boy, you've got a friend in me. 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 You've got troubles, I got him too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, we can see it through. 'Cause you've got a friend in me. You've got a friend in me. Some of the folks might be a little smarter than I am, bigger and stronger too, maybe, but none of them will ever love you the way I do. It's me and you, boy, and as the years go by, our friendship job. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Ray's Ukulele. All right, and now, if you're still here, it's time for story time with Ray and Ray. Ray, 要过来吗? So, funny enough, we share a name and the same birthday.